Rundown, August 3rd. Old school, like an old fool. Back in the old digs. I kind of like it. I have my chalkboard back. I feel good. I like being back in Boston. It's brought to you by Mack Weldon. Just when you think Mack Weldon, just think comfortable. Like, that's what they want you to think. Their clothes are just comfortable. Underwear, sweatshirt, comfortable. 20% off. You can buy it, wear it, love it. If you buy underwear, wrong size, don't like it, keep it. They'll send you another pair. That's how good they are. 20% off. What's the code? Rundown. Put in Rundown. Get comfortable. Look at you, KFC. How long have you been in your baby's room? Is this... I feel like I haven't noticed that.
Literally, like, a year now.
I hate it. It's the wrong message.
Like, since I moved into this apartment.
It's honestly the wrong message. It's we're like a guy blog. You're trying to turn this into a light pink like women's blog. I hate it. Speaking of the pussification of America.
You just got your brain back.
I hate it, Dave. I hate it because you're insecure, because you don't have any kids, because you're probably sterile.
That has nothing to do with it, Kevin, because I don't want to be sitting. I don't want to be sitting with cribs and pink grandma shit. Can we get onto the blog?
During the Chaps episode, we brought up kids, and right away you're like, oh, here we go, speaking about children again, when it was like a perfectly normal thing to talk about with the topic. But
no, continue. It wasn't. It wasn't normal. It was you turning us into fucking we're becoming the knot. We're becoming like a version of the knot. KNOT. Speaking of society getting weak, so Bob Davidson Phillies game, he threw out a fan. Never seen it. Then you hear what happened. And the guy was drunk and saying, you suck. And then he comes out with maybe one of the worst lines ever, like, hey, I'll meet you on 69th Street, like, come suck my... No, he didn't even say it. It was, I'll meet you on 69th Street.
You can come suck.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You can come over and suck. I'll meet you on 69th Street. He kicks this fucking guy out of the game. What do you got, Big Cat?
So I know this is going to sound a little bit hypocritical, because usually I hate when umpires and refs like take over a game and make it about themselves. I kind of love this move. The ump basically deciding he's the emperor in Gladiator, who dies and who stays. Like, you're out of here, buddy. You can't say suck in this park. It's so outrageous that I actually kind of like that this ump is doing this.
KFC.
I hear what you're talking about, but. Come on, man. You're a part of the game, too. It's players have to put up with fans. The umps have to put up with fans, too. I just think it's ironic that of all the things that Philly fans have done in their careers, that this is what gets you kicked out of a game. I mean, violence and puking and all sorts of things, and saying the word suck is the last straw.
Was it suck or the 69 reference? Whatever it is, you kick the ump out. The ump should be suspended. This isn't his role. He shouldn't have that power. If an usher or stadium security want to get rid of him, fine. But the ump should. Who's next? Players can kick people out. The ump should not be allowed to kick.
No, the ump gets the ref. Hey, I've seen it in basketball too. You can kick a guy out. I love that the umps have this.
I hate it.
I've used it more often.
I hate it. You should, umps, refs, whoever, you can't kick somebody unless they throw something onto the field or shoot you with like an arrow. Didn't someone once try to shoot Wally Joyner with an arrow at Yankee Stadium? Unless they do something like that, you're in. You can say whatever you want. Now, if a fan complains, get security, different story. Umps, forget about it. I fucking hate it. I hate this story.
I like this more than the anonymous text they have in stadiums now. You know how you can text like, this fan is bothering me, and then they come pick it out? I at least like the ump putting his face to it, like, hey, buddy, you're out of my game.
Yeah, I get it. But again, I think heckling an umpire, that's baseball, baby. Leo and Jonah Hill, I only did this so like Leo ran up, kind of scared Jonah Hill for a second. Fine, it was a throwaway moment for me, and I don't mean to pick on you, Kevin, but I read your blog, and you made it sound like Jonah Hill's like just raking in pussy. I don't know where you got that take from, but it's flat wrong. His girlfriend's ugly.
I mean, if you don't think that Jonah Hill's banging some of these smokes when he's on a mega yacht with DiCaprio, I think you're a little blind.
No, I think you're a little blind.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Dan? I mean, there's never any.
Dan, figure out this debate. Have you seen who Jonah Hill like?
Yeah. Well,
dates?
Jonah doesn't bang anyone. Jonah lays on a bed and some smoke rides his dick.
Oh, I don't think so.
That absolutely happens.
I don't think so.
Dude, he's like a very famous, successful, funny actor. Why would you think he's not having sex with people?
Because have you seen his girlfriend?
Dave.
Dude, Danny DeVito probably is drowning in pussy. He's the ugliest person of all time.
Hank, true or false? Are people going to hear you when you answer this? Yeah. Will they? Yeah. Does Jonah Hill go in the ocean with his shirt on?
False.
No, it's true. He does. And let me tell you this. Anybody who goes on, if you go in the ocean with your shirt on, that just means you have no self-confidence. And I don't care how rich and famous you are to bang those hot chicks. Yeah, if he had he doesn't. He knows he's a fucking ugly little gerbil, and he doesn't get laid by these chicks. I'm telling you, he wouldn't date the chick he did who's disgusting. Point me.
Wait,
Joey. Yes?
Dave, what about DiCaprio dressing like a total schlub? That hurts because he knows he can just dress like that and still get whatever he wants. He looked awful.
Yeah.
He's getting a little fat. He's got the
cargo shorts.
The cargo shorts. It's such a slap in every guy's face who actually has to like try to put themselves together.
Yeah, he's got a face from the gods though, so he can get away with it. And he has been fat for a little while. By the way, Dan, quick shout out to me again. When you did that tweet at me when you tried to pick a fight, which I saw about you are friends with Bill Belichick, and it was like my bald head. I was gonna call you fat, and I took the higher road, so I didn't.
Yeah, because you never do that.
I took the higher road.
You want credit. Shout out to you, Dave.
Shout out to me.
Credit.
Kevin, don't look so disgusted in your pink little room. I'm feeling spicy back in the home office.
Such a fan rundown.
Usually, like people are like, "Oh, Kevin and Dan pick a fight with Dave." You came on this show today,
I'm spicy,
ready to fight.
Yeah, I'm spicy because this the home office. I just feel like reinvigorated.
Such a good rundown with K Marco, and you just ruined it.
Yeah, Richard Deitch actually shouted out the rundown yesterday because, me, Feidelberg, and Kevin actually had a good rundown.
He didn't even know what it was, though. He's like, your morning set. I actually got a email from the churn-in higher-ups. They're like, of the Richard Deitch text being like, and it said something to the effect, more companies should do what Barstool Sports does with their morning, roundup. And I wrote back to the churning guys. I'm like, this may sound stupid, but I don't know what he's talking about. Like, what? I'm sure I did something brilliant, but I have no idea what they're referring to.
That was my reaction, too. I was like, we do a morning roundup? Okay.
Yeah, I thought someone started, listing what happened the night before. Intern Devlin's Links of the Day was back or something. Joey Votto, Reds game, foul ball into the crowd. A Reds fan sort of interferes, but sort of not really. It was, in his territory. Votto with a sneaky, very funny move. Grabbed the guy's shirt where it said Reds and basically being like, bro, are you a Reds fan or not? I was going to catch that ball. Stormed off, ended up giving him a signed baseball after. A Big Cat, what do you got on this?
I kind of wish he didn't give the signed baseball because that reaction by Votto was so, instinct and I loved it. I loved every second of it. He was so angry, and he had kind of a right to be angry, so I wish he hadn't gone back and, let cooler heads prevail there.
KFC?
I'm with you on that. He should have caught the ball, though. That ball was, basically in his glove. If it was, brutal interference, it's a different story. But if you're gonna talk shit to the fan back, that's the way to do it. Show it to his face, you idiot. We're on the same team.
I will say, and I loved everything about it, I don't think the fan reached over. It was landing on his head. And I never, even with the Bartman stuff, that was a little different. But a foul ball is coming at, I definitely try to make that play. I don't give a fuck about a foul ball in, what are we, in August? Joey Votto, you guys, have you won 20 games this year? I'm going to get my foul ball. By the way, I like Joey Votto. He's underrated, one of the best players in the game. I don't know how he's doing this year, but he's great every year. He's the only, if you bet on the Reds, you just have to wait for him to get up every time because everybody else is terrible. Commercial break. Okay, so we got this new cafe in London that apparently it's a blowjob cafe. You come in, you log on, they have a little iPad or something where you pick your hooker, she crawls under the table and blows you, or you can go into a private room. Stunning news to me because I didn't know this type of shit happened in London. I am, I guess, totally out of the loop on everything that happens outside basically the northeast quarter of the United States. But I had no idea you could roll like this in London. Obviously, it's a great idea. KFC, maybe not for your pink baby life.
The article being it's a little gray area with the legality of it. It's a fucking whorehouse. It's just a whorehouse that serves coffee. So I mean, it's a great idea. It's a great gimmick to call it the Fellatio Cafe, but it's prostitution. It's not really that revolutionary of an idea.
But can you do? Is that like legal in London?
That's I don't know. I maybe it is. If that's the case, fine. But it really is. You're just buying a whore. We've done this before.
The problem is, did you read the article? It said there are only 2 booths. So the majority of guys just got to get their dick sucked sitting next to another dude. That's ridiculous.
Under the table?
Well, I feel like if you're the type to go to the Fellatio Cafe, you're maybe down to get head next to another guy.
And maybe it's just like you keep your rules to the road. It's just like you just don't look. If like someone looks at you, then you look at them. But other than that, you just keep reading. Like that's why you have the iPad. You're reading the Wall Street Journal, getting your dick sucked.
It's a great idea otherwise. If they could make it so, maybe it's like a massage parlor. You go back, you drink your coffee, maybe you shit on the toilet and get your dick sucked. That'd be a nice little morning routine.
Last one that we got today before I have a super duper surprise for you two. The USA Super Yacht. So USA Basketball, no brainer. I mean, in hindsight's the most obvious thing. They rented the Super Yacht. It's going to be basically a porn site. I can't even imagine what's going to be going on. Sounds like they got guys with guns so any of the criminals can't get in there. I'm jealous as fuck about this Super Yacht. Like, have you guys seen like Yacht Week, those commercials where it's like it looks like this is Yacht Week except times a billion? I've heard mixed reviews on the actual Yacht Week that, you can do it right, you can do it wrong. This is right. Do you think the other Olympians hate them too because of this? Big Cat, what do you got?
Well, I think they hate them because they're like all the other Olympians are working at Home Depot for like 60 hours a week for every other week except the 2 weeks that the Olympics are on. How about all the guys who decided not to go on the team, though? Like LeBron was like, I don't want to go because of Zika. Well, dude, you missed out on like a fuck fest on this yacht.
I wouldn't put it past LeBron to like go.
Show up on his banana boat.
Yeah, on his banana boat. Like rolling in. KFC, what do you got?
I mean, of course, the other athletes hate it. The Asian hurdler, did you see that story? He got puked on and robbed. That's as low as it gets.
No, but it was fake. Yeah. They're doing that in every place. A guy walked up, puked on this guy, and then the Asian hurdler chased after the puker, and then the puker's buddies came in and robbed all his shit.
Wait,
right?
Who chases after somebody who puked on him?
Olympian. Because they're like, I'm fast, I'll fucking get you.
Yeah, but then what? You just shake them, be like, don't puke on me again?
Yeah,
I thought
Australia too. They did it. Australia, they did a fake fire alarm. All the Australian guys left the place, robbed the place. Dave, you and I know you don't leave a hotel when a fire alarm's going on.
No, never. But I get that. The puke thing, I would think it's unintentional. I thought originally it was like, it's almost like a Mr. Fuji trick from wrestling. Like you puke on somebody to disorient them, and then where they're like looking, it's like, did I just get puked on? You pickpocket them. I would never see the trick be like a puke and run, where I puke, run away, and someone's like, because I never think, my simple mind, it's never like, oh, I just got intentionally, like when my dog pukes on me, I'm not like, she just did that to be a jerk. It's like she feels sick, like something's wrong. Listen, I would run the other way if someone puked on me. If someone puked on me, I'd be like, in Brazil, I would think it's a horror movie where that's going to eat my insides out. The last thing I am doing is chasing after the puker. Special. I said I was going to do this if you guys are paying attention to the rundown. Can we get them in here, Hank? We're going to have a live rendition of Saturdays Are for the Boys for those two chubby guys.
Oh, man. I love those guys.
Yeah.
Dude, you know who they are? You know who they remind me of? You guys remember the video, the Go Hard video? The two kids doing the cover of Go Hard?
Yeah. They also, we're going to see, they asked if they could do two songs, so we'll see. I guess they got a Harambe song as well. I'm not sure if they're going to break that one out. They asked how much airtime they have.
You guys there?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. What's up, guys?
What's going on, fellas?
So we're doing great.
Is the name of the band Two Guys, One Van?
Right, so we were going to perform Saturdays for the Boys and Here Without Harambe. Here Without Harambe is not finished yet.
Okay.
So we're hoping if this goes well, we can maybe get another time to perform Here Without Harambe.
Okay.
We'll sign you to a two song deal. I agree.
All right.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, awesome.
All right, but we got.
Do you guys live in this car?
So
Spent a lot of time in it for sure.
we have a podcast. It's called Two Guys, One Van. We do it in the van. It's pretty badass.
First porno ever.
We'll tweet you pictures after. The outside's painted like the Mystery Machine. It's pretty fucking awesome.
I'm sure it is. So do you guys need like 2, 3, 4? You just do it on your own here.
I mean, we'd be pretty honored if you'd count us off, Dave.
What? All right. How do you want? You guys? What is it? 2, 3, 4. What? How do you want the count?
Let's do a 3, 2, 1 clap.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
Down. Count, Dave, and I'll clap.
All right.
Okay.
I think when you sing though, you go up. It's like 2, 3, 4. So it'll be 2, 3, 4 clap, Dan.
Okay.
2, 3, 4.
We suffer Monday through Friday. All we ask is for one day, 'cause we need one. Yeah. We awaited all week long. On Saturdays we become strong. All these other days are boring, but we know our day is coming. We say, is it cheesy? Where is my Coke Freezy? All these other days aren't easy, but we know our day is peachy because, oh, I know that Saturdays are for the boys. One day free from all the women's ploys. Oh, I know that Saturdays are for the boys. One day a week that brings so much joy. I sit down to watch the game. From start to finish, I can watch with no shame. Yeah, because today is our day. We can run and we can play. We can do whatever we want on Saturday, 'cause it's our day and we say, is it cheesy? Where is I Coke Freezy? All these other days aren't easy, but we know our day is peachy because, oh, I know that Saturdays are for the boys. One day free from all the women's ploys. Oh, I know that Saturdays are for the boys. One day a week that brings so much joy. How we do, Big Cat?
That was awesome.
You guys are definitely invited back anytime.
R.I.P. Harambe.
I mean, you guys, you may take over the internet. I'm kidding, but not kidding. It's really electric.
We had a 2-year plan. You guys expedited it. We're now looking at like 8 months. We're gonna be in there.
Where are you guys from?
Nashville.
You know who their profile picture is with? That fucking douche, Clay Travis.
Oh,
We'll change it, I swear.
That's strike one.
Yeah.
However, after this, now that we're on the rundown, we can just screenshot that and we'll make it that.
Exactly. And we want you back. Can we like premiere the Harambe video when it's done?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Thanks, guys. Electric City.
Big Cat, no pressure, but if you followed me back on Twitter, I'd shit my pants.
Well, but now there's a lot.
And you made shitting your pants cool again,
Sure,
so it's full circle.
I did. All right. Okay, we got it. We're done. It's a done deal. That was an electric song, so it's a done deal.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye. I told you I break out all the surprises back in the office. The brain starts going, the coffee gets going. Those guys, if those guys don't become like some sort of internet star, there's something wrong with the internet.
I'm telling you, two guys, one van, doing a podcast from a Mystery Machine van that's a good fucking idea.
They're like the dudes, the Sonic dudes, but like for real.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, they're the fucking best. I know. They have better internet, they had a better everything than we've ever had.
And is a better internet company.
It was clearer. It sounded better. There's no chance we can't get it in a fully. We've had everybody from Comcast, from the CEO, in this office, like trying to wire it. We can't get it. They're in a fucking van. All right, that's it. I think this will be the last rundown actually ever from this office.
Wow.
Yeah. So sad. You know
Great
what?
time.
After that,
play us off, Hank. Yeah, play us off with like a little
like memories or something. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the Green Day song?
Time of Our Life. Yeah.
Your life. Yeah. Gotta get a couple clips of Davey in his. Maybe get one of them hunched over, mad at us on the keyboard. Can you do it one last time, Dave? Just one last time for us.
Yeah. For all time's sake.
Come on.
I don't listen. I'm not gonna fucking. I don't get mad. I'm not gonna fucking play along with these little mind games that you guys fucking do.
There it is. There it is. Beautiful.
Maybe Spice.
You actually are doing it right now. This is the best. You weren't gonna do it, but you are doing it. You're mumbling angry at yourself. All right.
Cut it.
So take the photographs and still frames in your